like to introduce our contestants for today. And coming from our 4th grade, we have Once Patel. Once, you want to stand up? Once. So they'll know who we are. And Court Peterson. Representing our 5th grade, we have Dylan Butler. And Owen Peterson. 6th grade contestant, Gracie Donahoe. And Haley Blevins. From our 7th grade, we have Josh Davis. And Hannah Fry. And our 8th graders are Oscar Flores. And Gavin West. It is my privilege today to introduce our pronouncer. Mr. Justin Hansen has come back again this year to help us by being our pronouncer for our spelling bee. We are thrilled to have him with us. He has a long history here with us at TRA. He's actually an alumni of TRA. So we're thrilled to have him come and appreciate him taking time out of his busy day to come and help us do that. Those of you that live in Covington, like me, we are lucky enough that he is actually our mayor. So Mayor Hansen is our pronouncer today. We thank him for coming and we welcome him.
Thank you, Susan. Now, what grade's going to win this, do you think? Okay, so I think everybody's a little excited, don't you think? Yeah, okay. Well, let's congratulate our students who are participating again. You know, Rosemark's a very special place, and I'm very proud to have graduated from here a long number of years ago, and it's good to see some of my fellow alumni here who are parents as well, Shannon and Melanie. I'm so proud to see you all. It's good to see those familiar faces when I rounded the corner there. So it's always great to be with you, and it's always good to see these students, see all of you who are working really hard for excellence. Rosemark's a great school, and I'm proud you're here. So, and congratulations to our participants. Now, participants, you're familiar with your number. I see that some of you have your number with you. Rather than call your name, just to keep things going, because we want to try to cover as many words as possible. So what we're going to do is, once contestant number 1's finished and seated, or if the contestant exits the stage, then just the next contestant behind in the corresponding number, next number, just come on up to the mic so we can keep things moving. Is that okay? If it's not, too bad. That's the way we're doing it. So here we go. Contestant number. Now, judges, I thought of this on the way here. You remember last year, the words that were in front of me were not in front of you, and so I would call out words, and they were scrambling. The pages, they were scrambling because they didn't have the same words. Are we all together this year? Okay, good. Okay, contestant number 1, representing the 4th grade. Contestant number 1, the first word of the spelling bee is hen.
Can I have the meaning?
Hen. A female chicken. Hen.
H-E-N.
Correct. Contestant number 2, just keep moving. As your number is next, just come on up to the microphone. Contestant number 2, your word is big.
Big. B-I-G. Big.
Correct. Contestant number 3. Height's not an issue for you, is it? No, okay, good. Contestant number 3, old.
Old. O-L-D. Old.
Correct. Contestant number 4. Feel free to adjust the mic if you need to, please. We want to be sure to hear you.
Okay.
Contestant number 4, your word is fell.
Could you please use the definition of that?
Fell. Dropped suddenly and not by choice. Fell.
Fell. F-E-L-L. Fell.
Correct. Thank you, Vanna. Number 5, contestant 5, your word is how.
How, H-O-W, how.
Correct. Contestant 6, your word eat.
Eat. E-A-T. Eat.
Correct. Contestant 7, take.
Take, T-A-K-E, take.
Correct. 8, note.
Note, N-O-T-E, note.
Correct. Contestant 9, into.
Can you say it again?
Into.
Into?
Into.
Oh my. Intube. I-N-T-U-B-E.
Was it my pronunciation, judges? Was I clear? What's your call, Judge? Was my pronunciation clear? Incorrect. Now hang on just a minute. Let's be good sports about this. Yes, absolutely. The word is into, I-N-T-O, into. Contestant 10,
Yes, sir.
made.
Can you use it in a sentence, please?
The toddler made a giant fuss when his toy was taken away. Made.
Made. M-A-D-E. Made.
Correct. Give them a round of applause for round 1. Okay, contestant number 1, you're up again. Your word, hunt.
Hunt, H-U-N-T, hunt.
Correct. Contestant 2, shed.
Shed, S-H-E-D, shed.
Correct. Contestant 3, mine.
Can you use it in a sentence?
Certainly. Kendra's stuffed animal collection is much larger than mine.
M-I-N-E, mine.
Correct. Contestant 4, deep.
Deep,
Deep.
deep, D-E-E-P, deep.
Correct. Contestant 5, gate.
Gate, G-A-T-E, gate.
Correct. Contestant 6, here.
May you please give the definition?
In or at this place. Here.
Here. H-E-R-E. Here.
Correct. Contestant 7, ring.
Can you use it in a sentence?
Nikita's engagement ring has a large emerald in the center. Ring.
Ring, R-I-N-G, ring.
Correct. Contestant 8, coin.
Coin, C-O-I-N, coin.
Correct. Contestant 10, show.
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 Show. A-S-H-O-W. Show.
Correct. Moving on to round 3, give them a round of applause. I'm glad I'm not a judge. Thank our judges, by the way. Will you thank them? Okay, moving on to round 3, contestant number 1. Coal.
Coal. C-O-A-L. Coal.
Correct. Contestant 2. Door.
Door. D-O-O-R. Door.
Correct. Contestant 3. Plane.
Can you use it in a sentence?
The plane took off right on time even though the weather was bad. Plane.
P-L-A-N-E. Plane.
Correct. Contestant 4. Nice.
Nice. N-I-C-E. Nice.
Correct. Contestant 5. Sunny.
Sunny, S-U-N-N-Y, sunny.
Correct. Contestant 6. Garden.
Garden. G-A-R-D-E-N. Garden.
Correct. Contestant 7. West.
West. W-E-S-T. West.
Correct. Contestant 8. Hire.
Can you use it in a sentence, please?
Anna School is going to hire a new history teacher for next year. Hire.
Hire. H-I-R-E. Hire.
Correct. Contestant 10. Skim.
Can you please give the definition?
Skim. To read, study, deal with, or examine casually and rapidly. Skim.
Skim. S-K-I-M. Skim.
Correct. Give them a round of applause. We're moving on to round 4. Contestant 1. And if you will hold your applause, once we finish the round, we can congratulate them as they move on to the next round. Contestant 1, round 4, word 1, bead.
Bead. B-E-A-D. Bead.
Correct. Contestant 2. Rose.
Could you say that again?
Rose.
Rose. R-O-S-E. Rose.
Correct. Contestant 3. Aid.
Like a hospital type of aid?
Would you like the definition?
Yes, sir.
To help.
Oh.
Aid.
A-I-D.
Correct. Contestant 4. Grins.
Could you please say that again?
Grins.
Could you use it in a sentence?
Nora grins from ear to ear whenever someone mentions her spelling bee victory. Grins.
Grins. G-R-I-N-S. Grins.
Correct. Contestant 5. Bank.
Bank, B-A-N-K, bank.
Correct. Contestant 6. Team.
Team. T-E-A-M. Team.
Correct. Contestant 7. Elm.
Could you use it in a sentence?
Jordan was proud when she finally managed to climb the large elm in her parents' backyard. Elm.
Elm. E-L-M. Elm.
Correct. Pause.
Can you use it in a sentence?
The kitten batted at the toy mouse with his paws. Pause.
Pause. P-A-W-S. Pause.
Correct. Contestant 10. Foot.
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 Foot. Can you please give definition?
A unit of length equal to 12 inches. Foot.
Foot. F-O-O-T. Foot.
Correct. Give them a round of applause. We're moving on to round 5. First word, round 5, contestant 1. Person.
Person. Person. Person.
Correct. Contestant 2. Do.
Could you please say that again?
Do.
Could you please use that in a sentence?
The early morning dew on the grass sparkled like gems in the light. Dew.
Do. D-E-W. Do.
Correct. Contestant 3. Unkind.
Unkind. U-N-K-I-N-D. Unkind.
Correct. Contestant 4. Nearly.
Could you please use that in a sentence?
Igor spent nearly all his savings on his new sneakers, but he believed it was worth it. Nearly.
Nearly. N-E-A-R-L-Y. Nearly.
Correct. Contestant 5. Bitter.
Bitter. B-I-T-T-E-R. Bitter.
Correct. Contestant 6. Missing.
Missing. M-I-S-S-I-N-G. Missing.
Correct. Contestant 7. Walk.
Walk. W-A-L-K. Walk.
Correct. Contestant 8. Obey.
Obey. O-B-E-Y. Obey.
Correct. Contestant 10. Paste. Paste.
Can you please use it in a sentence?
The kindergarten teacher will be surprised if her students paste the decorations on their masks without getting anything on their clothes. Paste.
Paste. P-A-S-T-E. Paste.
Correct. Moving on to round 6. Give them a round of applause. Contestant number 1, first word, round 6. Slumber.
Slumber. S-L-U-M-B-E-R. Slumber.
Correct. Contestant 2. Flying.
Could you please say that again?
Flying.
Could you please use that in a sentence?
Nuri's aunt had a terrible fear of flying. Flying.
Flying. F-L-Y-I-N-G. Flying.
Correct. Contestant 3. Pretend.
Pretend. P-R-E-T-E-N-D. Pretend.
Correct. Contestant 4. Once.
Could you please say that again?
Once.
Could you please give me the definition?
One time and no more. I'll give you the definition as many times as you want, but once is the word. One time and no more. Once.
Once. O-N-C-E. Once.
Correct. Contestant 5. Clasp.
Can you please use that in a sentence?
Sharon struggled impatiently with the ornate clasp on her bracelet. Clasp.
Clasp. C-L-A-S-P. Clasp.
Correct. Contestant 6. Thorn.
Can you please repeat the word?
Thorn.
Thorn. T-H-O-R-N. Thorn.
Correct. Contestant 7. Boxcar.
Boxcar. B-O-X-C-A-R. Boxcar.
Correct. Contestant 8. Vanish.
Vanish. V-A-N-I-S-H. Vanish.
Correct. Contestant 10. Pesky.
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 Can you please use that in a sentence?
Miriam thought school would be great if it weren't for all that pesky homework. Pesky.
Pesky. P-E-S-K-Y. Pesky.
Correct. Moving on to round 7. Give them a round of applause. Round 7, contestant 1, first word. Return.
Return. R-E-T-U-R-N. Return.
Correct. Contestant 2. Hutch.
Could you please say that again?
Hutch.
Hutch. H-U-T-C-H. Hutch.
Correct. Contestant 3, your word. Rafters.
Can you say the definition?
The long, usually sloping pieces of heavy wood that support a roof. Rafters.
Rafters. R-A-F-T-E-R-S. Rafters.
Correct. Contestant 4. Tablet.
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 Tablet. T-A-B-L-E-T. Tablet.
Correct. Contestant 5. Welcome.
Welcome. W-E-L-C-O-M-E. Welcome.
Correct. Contestant 6. Blanket.
Blanket. B-L-A-N-K-E-T. Blanket.
Correct. Contestant 7. Dither.
Can you use that in a sentence?
Zach impatiently watched his sister dither over which sweater went best with his outfit. Dither.
Ditter. D-I-T-T-E-R. Ditter.
Incorrect. Give him a round of applause, please. Dither, D-I-T-H-E-R, was the correct pronunciation there. Contestant 8. Wheels.
Wheels. W-H-E-E-L-S. Wheels.
Correct. Contestant 10. Darling.
Darling. D-A-R-L-I-N-G. Darling.
Correct. Give them a round of applause. We're moving on to round 8. Round 8, contestant 1, first word. Platform.
Platform. P-L-A-T-F-O-R-M. Platform.
Correct. Contestant 2. Harvest.
Harvest. H-A-R-V-E-S-T. Harvest.
Correct. Contestant 3. Thrilling.
Thrilling. T-H-R-I-L-L-I-N-G. Thrilling.
Correct. Contestant 4. Your word. Agog.
Could you please use that in a sentence?
Merv and Jen's surprise engagement left everyone agog.
Agog. A-G-O-G. Agog.
Correct. Contestant 5. That's a word we use in everyday language, isn't it? Agog. Contestant 5, your word. Rambling.
Rambling. R-A-M-B-L-I-N-G. Rambling.
Correct. Contestant 6. Lizard.
Lizard. L-I-Z-A-R-D. Lizard.
Correct. Contestant 8. Compost.
Compost. C-O-M-P-O-S-T. Compost.
Correct. Contestant 10. Promise.
Promise. Can you please use it in a sentence?
Lacey and her best friend made a promise to never go a day without talking to each other. Promise.
Promise. P-R-O-M-I-S-E. Promise.
Correct. Give them a round of applause. We're moving on to round 10. Contestant number 1, your word in round 9. Cosmic.
Cosmic. C-O-S-M-I-C. Cosmic.
Correct. Contestant 2. Pirate.
Pirate. Pirate. Pirate.
Correct. Contestant 3. Cheddar.
Can you say the definition?
A hard white, yellow, or orange, smooth textured cheese. Cheddar.
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 Cheddar. Cheddar.
Correct. Contestant 4. Oval.
Oval. O-V-A-L. Oval.
Correct. Contestant 5. Hairpin.
Hairpin. Hairpin. Hairpin.
Correct. Contestant 6. Manner.
Manner. M-A-N-N-E-R. Manner.
Correct. Contestant 8. Impact.
Impact. I-M-P-A-C-T. Impact.
Correct. Contestant 10. Clipper.
Clipper. Can you please use that in a sentence?
Until 1989, the world sailing record for fastest travel from New York to San Francisco was held by a clipper named Flying Cloud. Clipper.
Clipper. C-L-I-P-P-E-R. Clipper.
Correct. Give them a round of applause. We're moving on to round 10. First word, purse.
Purse. P-U-R-S-E. Purse.
Correct. Contestant 2. Shabby.
Shabby. S-H-A-B-B-Y. Shabby.
Correct. Contestant 3. Marsh.
Marsh. M-A-R-S-H. Marsh.
Correct. Contestant 4. Primers.
Could you please give me the definition?
Primers. Mr. Dodd set out primers on various topics and let the students pick which ones they wanted to study. Primers.
Primers. P-R-I-M-E-R-S. Primers.
Correct. Contestant 5. Offer.
Offer. O-F-F-E-R. Offer.
Correct. Contestant 6. Cattle.
Can you please repeat the word?
Cattle.
Cattle. C-A-T-T-L-E. Cattle.
Correct. Contestant 8. Standoff.
Standoff. S-T-A-N-D-O-F-F. Standoff.
Correct. Contestant 10. Lazily. Lazily.
Lazily. L-A-Z-I-L-Y. Lazily.
Correct. Give them a round of applause. We're moving on to round 11. First word, round 11. Marbles.
Marbles. M-A-R-B-L-E-S. Marbles.
Correct. Contestant 2. Alley.
Could you please say that again?
Alley.
Alley. A-L-L-E-Y. Alley.
Correct. Contestant 3. Shelves.
Can you say the definition?
Shelves is the word. Flat pieces of wood or other material fastened horizontally at a distance from the floor that are used to hold objects. Shelves.
Shelves. S-H-E-L-V-E-S. Shelves.
Correct. Contestant 4. Crumpled.
Could you please say that again?
Crumpled.
Crumpled. C-R-U-M-P-L-E-D. Crumpled.
Correct. Contestant 5. Perhaps.
Perhaps. Perhaps. Perhaps.
Correct. Contestant 6. Bicycle.
Bicycle. Bicycle. Bicycle.
Correct. Contestant 8. Sprinkle.
Sprinkle. Sprinkle. Sprinkle.
Correct. Contestant 10. Castle.
Can you please use that in a sentence?
Harry wrote an essay on the history of a French castle that was the site of a battle. Castle.
Castle. C-A-S-T-L-E. Castle.
Correct. Moving on to round 12. Give them a round of applause. First word, round 12. Produce.
Produce. Produce. Produce.
Correct. Contestant 2. Village.
Village. Village. Village.
Correct. Contestant 3. Horrid.
Horrid. Horrid. Horrid.
Correct. Contestant 4. This is the 100th word of the spelling bee. Contestant 4. Faucet.
Faucet. F-A-U-C-E-T. Faucet.
Correct. Contestant 5. Basting.
Can you give the definition of that?
Sure. The word is basting. Moistening foods with liquids such as pan drippings while they're cooking to prevent the food from drying out to add flavor. Basting.
Basting. B-A-S-T-I-N-G. Basting.
Correct. Contestant 6. Craggy.
Craggy. C-R-A-G-G-Y. Craggy.
Correct. Contestant 8. Hornet.
Hornet. H-O-R-N-E-T. Hornet.
Correct. Contestant 10. Shilling.
Can you please give the definition?
A former British monetary unit that was equal to 12 pence or 1/20th of a pound. Shilling.
Shilling. S-H-I-L-L-I-N-G. Shilling.
Correct. We're moving on to round 13. Give them a round of applause. First word, round 13. Crooked.
Crooked. C-R-O-O-K-E-D. Crooked.
Correct. Contestant 2. Amusing.
Amusing. A-M-U-S-I-N-G. Amusing.
Correct. 3. Chapel.
Can you say the definition?
The word is chapel. Definition, a private place of worship. Chapel.
Chapel. C-H-A-P-E-L.
Correct. Contestant 4. Icelandic.
Icelandic. Capital I-C-E-L-A-N-D-I-C. Icelandic.
Correct. Contestant 5. Protested.
Protested. P-R-O-T-E-S-T-E-D. Protested.
Correct. Contestant 6. Superb.
Superb. S-U-P-E-R-B. Superb.
Correct. Contestant 8. Engraved.
Engraved. E-N-G-R-A-V-E-D. Engraved.
Correct. Contestant 10. This group's hard to stump here. Contestant 10. Custody.
Custody. Custody. Custody.
Correct. We're moving on to round 14. 8 contestants remaining. First word, round 14. Bollywood.
Bollywood. Capital BOLLYWOOD. Bollywood.
Correct. Severely.
Severely. SEVERELY. Severely.
Correct. Contestant 3. Intersect.
INTERSECT. Intersect.
Correct. Contestant 4, your word is manure.
Manure. MANURE. Manure.
Correct. Contestant 5. Slobbery.
Slobbery. SLOBBERY. Slobbery.
Nope. Judges say no. I'm so sorry. Thank you very much. Contestant 5. Correct pronunciation is SLOBBERY. Slobbery. Contestant 6. Breakfast.
Breakfast. BREAKFAST. Breakfast.
Correct. Contestant 8. Spinster.
Spinster. SPINSTER. Spinster.
Correct. Contestant 10. Diagram.
Diagram. DIAGRAM. Diagram.
Correct. Moving on to round 15. 7 contestants left. First word, round 15. Grocery.
Grocery. GROCERY. Grocery.
Correct. Contestant 2. Receptions.
Could you please say that again?
Receptions.
Receptions. RECEPTIONS. Receptions.
Correct. Contestant 3. Valuables.
Is that plural?
Yes.
Okay. Valuables. VALUABLES. Valuables.
Correct. Contestant 4. Energetic.
Energetic. ENERGETIC. Energetic.
Correct. Contestant 6. Disguise.
Disguise. DISGUISE. Disguise.
Correct. Contestant 8. Enlisted.
Enlisted. ENLISTED. Enlisted.
Correct. Contestant 10. Tonic.
Can you please repeat the word?
Tonic.
Can you use it in a sentence?
A glorious sunrise can work as a tonic and uplift downcast spirits. Tonic.
Tonic. TONIC. Tonic.
Correct. Moving on to round 16. Round 16. First word. Bookmobile.
Bookmobile. BOOKMOBILE. Bookmobile.
Correct. Shortage.
Shortage. SHORTAGE. Shortage.
Correct. Contestant 3, your word is balloonist.
Balloonist. BALLOONIST. Balloonist.
Correct. Contestant 4. Handiwork.
Handiwork. HANDIWORK. Handiwork.
Correct. Contestant 6. Sparsely.
Sparsely. SPARSELY. Sparsely.
Correct. Contestant 8. Altitude.
Altitude. ALTITUDE. Altitude.
Correct. Contestant 10. Testament. Testament.
Testament. TESTAMENT. Testament.
Correct. 7 contestants still moving on to round 17. First word, round 17. Hoarsely.
Hoarsely. HOARSELY. Hoarsely.
Correct. Contestant 2. Disengage.
Disengage. DISENGAGE. Disengage.
Correct. Contestant 3. Infraction. Infraction.
Can you, the definition, please?
A violation by failure to follow, observe, or obey. Infraction.
Can you use it in a sentence?
For Jeremy's infraction of his family's official code of conduct, he was assigned the task of extra yard work for 1 week. Infraction.
Infraction. INFRACTION. Infraction.
Correct. Contestant 4. Regents.
Could you please use that in a sentence?
The word is regents. The regents met to discuss a possible peace treaty between their two kingdoms. Regents.
Regents. REGENTS. Regents.
Correct. Contestant 6. Practically.
Practically. PRACTICALLY. Practically.
Correct. Contestant 8. Opponent.
Opponent. OPPONENT. Opponent.
Correct. Contestant 10. Bulletin. Bulletin.
Bulletin. BULLETIN. Bulletin.
Correct. We're moving on with 7 contestants to round 18. First word, round 18. Administration.
Administration. ADMINISTRATION. Administration.
Correct. Contestant 2. Cipher.
Cipher. CIPHER. Cipher.
Correct. Contestant 3. Affirmation.
Can you use that in a sentence?
Sure. When Mr. Douglas asked if Jane agreed with Tommy's answers, she nodded in affirmation.
AFFIRMATION. Affirmation.
Correct. Contestant 4. Correctional. Correctional.
Correctional. Correctional. Correctional.
Correct. Contestant 6. Vegetation.
Vegetation. Vegetation. Vegetation.
Correct. Contestant 8. Defensiveness.
Defensiveness. Defensiveness. Defensiveness.
Correct. Contestant 10. Cyclops.
Cyclops. Cyclops. Cyclops.
Just a moment. Judges, are you with me? 148th word. Correct. Moving on to round 19. First word, round 19. Segregation.
Segregation. Segregation. Segregation.
Correct. Contestant 2. Chesapeake.
Chesapeake. Capital Chesapeake. Chesapeake.
Correct. Contestant 3. Callous. Callous.
Can you say the definition?
Feeling no sympathy for others, without regard for the feelings or welfare of others, indifferent to the suffering of others. Callous.
Callous? Callous? No.
Incorrect. Give contestant 3 a round of applause. Callous was his word. Correct pronunciation, Callous. Contestant 4, your word is grandiose.
Grandiose. Grandiose. Grandiose.
Incorrect. Contestant 4. Give him a round of applause. Grandiose was his word. Correct spelling, Grandiose. Grandiose. Contestant 6. Atoll.
Atoll. Atoll. Atoll.
Correct. Contestant 8. Dexterity. Dexterity.
Can you use it in a sentence?
Larry's dexterity made him a natural at performing magic tricks. Dexterity.
Dexterity. Dexterity. Dexterity.
Correct. Contestant 10. Barrette.
Barrette. Berret. Barrette.
Incorrect. Let's give contestant 10 a round of applause there. Barrette was his word, Barrette. Barrette. We're moving on to round 20. Give them a round of applause. We've got 4 contestants left. Round 20, first word. Marmalade.
Marmalade. M-A-R-M-A-L-A-D-E. Marmalade.
Correct. Contestant 2. Exasperation.
Could you please say that again?
Exasperation.
Exasperation. E-X-A-S-P-E-R-A-T-I-O-N. Exasperation.
Exactly correct. Contestant 6. Contestant 6, your word. Reprobate.
Reprobate. R-E-P-R-O-B-A-T-E. Reprobate.
Correct. Contestant 8. Annoyance. Annoyance.
Annoyance. A-N-N-O-Y-A-N-C-E. Annoyance.
Correct. Give them a round of applause. We're moving on to round 21. First word, round 21, the 160th word of the spelling bee, conspiracy.
Conspiracy. C-O-N-S-P-I-R-A-C-Y. Conspiracy.
Correct. Contestant 2, your word, Hispaniola.
Hispaniola. Capital H-I-S-P-A-N-O-L-A. Hispaniola.
Incorrect. I'm sorry. Contestant 2, give him a round of applause. His word was Hispaniola. H-I-S-P-A-N-I-O-L-A is the correct pronunciation. Contestant 6, chimpanzee.
Chimpanzee. C-H-I-M-P-A-N-Z-E-E. Chimpanzee.
Correct. Contestant 8, paralysis.
Can you say it again?
Paralysis.
Paralysis. P-E-R-A-L-Y-S-I-S. Paralysis.
Incorrect. Contestant 8. Paralysis was the word. Give her a round of applause, please. Paralysis was her word. P-A-R-A-L-Y-S-I-S. Paralysis. 2 contestants left. We're going into round 22. First word, round 22. Sinewy.
Sinewy. S-I-N-E-W-Y. Sinewy.
Correct. Contestant 6. Everybody be quiet, please. Thank you. Commendable.
Commendable. C-O-M-M-E-N-D-A-B-L-E. Commendable.
Correct. Round 23. This is a good one. First word, round 23. Boisterously. Be quiet, please.
Boisterously. B-O-I-S-T-E-R-O-U-S-L-Y. Boisterously.
Correct. Contestant 6. Let's let her. Contestant 6, your word, tribulations.
Tribulations. T-R-I-B-U-L-A-T-I-O-N-S. Tribulations.
Correct. Have a seat, please. We have some new rules for this part of the competition, and I will turn it over to Sharon. Stacy. I was close. I'm sorry, Stacy.
Okay, this is the last round, and if none of the spellers remaining in the spelling bee at the start of the round spells a word correctly, all remain in the competition and a new spelling word begins. A new spelling round begins. If one speller in the round spells correctly or answers a vocabulary question correctly, only one speller spells correctly in a round, a new word spelling round begins, and the speller is given an opportunity to spell a word on the list. If the speller succeeds in correctly spelling the anticipated championship word in this one-word round, the speller is declared the champion. If a speller misspells the anticipated championship word in a one-word round, a new spelling round begins with all the spellers who participated in the previous round. These spellers spell in their original order.
Can we give our two students on the stage another round of applause, please? Okay, so it's between the 4th grade and the 6th grade. 4th grade and 6th grade. We're moving on. We've got a few different rules here. Your objective is to spell the word correctly, no matter what. Here we go. Judges, we're on word number 168. Incessant.
Incessant. INCESSANT. Incessant.
Correct. Truculently.
Truculently. TRECHULANTLY. Truculently.
My pronunciation's not clear. Excuse me. We're going to move on. You want to move on to the next word? That was my bad, folks. I mispronounced the word. I'm sorry. Fluorescent.
Fluorescent. FLOURESCENT. Fluorescent.
Conflict among the judges there. Can you spell it again, just for clarity?
Fluorescent. FLOURESCENT. Fluorescent.
Incorrect. Now, you stay on stage. You stay on stage. You'll go take a seat, please. I'm going to ask contestant number 1. Come up. The rules say that you get the same word. In this round of competition, you get the same word. If you spell the word incorrectly, we're going to go back. She'll step back up to the mic. If you spell the word correctly, you'll get another word to spell correctly, and if you get that, you'll win the competition. The word is fluorescent.
Fluorescent. Fluorescent. Fluorescent.
Correct. Okay. This is for the championship word. The 171st word of the competition today. For the win, your word is ricochet.
Ricochet. RICOCHET. Ricochet.
Congratulations to the 4th grade. Congratulations, sir. And congratulations to you as well. Congratulations, everybody. That was a tough competition. Very tough competition. Okay. Congratulations. Let's give them both a round of applause. And let's give our winner a round of applause again. Congratulations to Tipton-Rosemark 4th grade. I know your classmates are very proud of you. Congratulations again. Susan?
How exciting. Congratulations once. Haley, congratulations on runner-up. I think at this time we'd like to present our awards. So if you could have all the contestants, is that correct? All the contestants come back out and find your seats for us. We'll give everybody another round of applause. Okay, and our 3 top winners today. In 3rd place, we had Miss Hannah Fry. If you'll come up, Hannah, and get your award. Second place is Haley Blevins. And then our winner today is Once Patel. Congratulations. Don't leave, you 3, till we get some pictures at the end also, okay? And our contestants will come up as I call your name. Miss Stephanie's going to give you a medal for your participation today because, like I said, you're all winners to even make it to this spot today. Oscar Flores. Josh Davis. Gracie Donahoe. Dylan Butler. Owen Peterson. Gavin West. And Court Peterson. Congratulations again. We're proud of all of you. And thank you, everyone, for joining us today. If our contestants could stay for just a minute, let us grab some pictures. Ms. Stephanie, do you have anything?
As Ms. Susan said, parents, if you want to get pictures afterwards, contestants stay on the stage. But also, can everybody join us? Let's give the contestants another round of applause. we want to say thank you again to Mr. Justin Hanson for serving as our pronouncer today, and to the parents or family members who attended. We are proud of all of our TRA students, but we are especially proud today of our Spelling Bee contestants. This will conclude our Spelling Bee program for today. Middle school students, if you will stay in here for just a minute, let's let our elementary students exit and head back to their building. Once they are out, middle school students, we will go back and report to your 6th period class. Thank you.